Hi guys, this video is my reply to another video on the Tales Beyond Horizons channel. The title of that video is Long Distance Holiday Thai Girlfriend. It caught my attention because there are too many things that don't add up in that story, and the hero is about my son's age. Now here's a brief summary. At age 23, our hero backpacked around Thailand and he missed the place so much that he was dying to go back. So he went back a year later with a year's worth of savings, hoping to live like a king. Now his definition of that appears to be bar hopping and buying ladies' drinks. I'm not trying to be judgmental here, but backpacking, something which I've done extensively, brings you to the real Thailand. It brings you close to the everyday Thai people and not just those who are hungry for tourist dollars. Now why would anyone who had experienced all that want to walk into tourist traps? Anyway, on his second trip, our hero decided to go to the sunny island of Phuket. For someone who has been a street smart backpacker, our hero actually asked the taxi driver to recommend a hotel. Straight after getting off the plane, he headed for Patong Beach and had a great time boozing. The next morning he claimed that he's hungover as hell and starving. I don't get it. People who are hungover as hell won't have any appetite. Then he installed the Tinder app and everything changed. So he found this supposedly decent local girl, and on their first date they went to a bar that was so dark that they couldn't see her face, and the band played so loudly that he could hardly hear each other talk. So here she is, apparently a decent Thai woman, drinking with a Farang she met for the first time till midnight, and then brought him to another bar past midnight to meet her friend. All the while semi-communicating. Now I wouldn't go on such a date if you paid me, because I have much better options, more meaningful options. But our hero was utterly over the moon from this frivolous encounter. I don't get it. If this guy had continued his backpacking, he would have formed meaningful relationships with, say, owners of guest houses and homestays. Sometimes you get to meet people just by hanging out at some mom and pop shops and chatting with the owners and their friends. I don't understand why anyone capable of backpacking around Thailand would need to install Tinder and go on blind dates. And it gets sillier. Our hero is in love, or so he thinks. There is something about this girl that he couldn't quite put his finger on. Well, you just need to meet more people and you may find someone you can put your finger on. This sort of attraction is actually not difficult to explain. But no, it's not love. You don't have a social life and you're desperately grasping to something, anything that comes your way. Asian guys are just as susceptible, and they do end up being swindled just like Farang. But they have one advantage over the Farang. When some of these guys have lost all their money, they conveniently blame it on black magic, and the community may accept or even believe it. I once overheard this young lady in Singapore who was talking to a friend and telling her a story about how her father gave all his money away to this Thai woman after she dipped her finger into his drink. I made a compilation of with some scientific explanations for what actually happened to these victims of black magic. Check out my book. Those residing in Singapore can order through Shopee. Those not living here, please get the ebook from Google. Back to our story. Our hero went on his second, third and fourth date with the girl, and I presume they are still using Google Translate. He was taken to places all over Phuket with his newfound love, who seemed to be playing the role of the commission-earning taxi driver. I wonder how much she paid for that massage given by her sister. And I won't be surprised that she has brothers and sisters aunts and uncles operating all sorts of businesses all over Phuket. Sure, nobody falls in love intentionally, but our hero seems to have a hair trigger for it and a very low threshold for trust. Well, finally, it's time to say goodbye, and she cried in his arms. How touching. Now, having said all that, we need to remind ourselves that our hero is a young man doing certain things that my clueless son might do. Truth be told, I've been there myself, though not to the same degree of silliness and absurdity. There's a perfectly simple explanation. You're lonely and you're desperate. You need something exotic, comely, approachable, and you get mesmerized. But regardless of one's age, one needs to distinguish between love and infatuation. He also needs to realize that he's only in his 20s and has a very long way to go. Many things that will change his course in life have yet to emerge. But I guess everyone needs to learn from experience. And as someone so young, he can still afford to make mistakes and learn from them. I would be a lot more concerned if he had been someone my age. That's all I have for now. Thank you for watching.